फरजाना अली at 101 Incredible Women platform. आज हमारे साथ हैं फिटनेस एक्सपर्ट Mahlaqa Shauqat. She is CEO of AimFit and आज हम बहुत positive हैं to get more about fitness from Mahlaqa. Welcome Mahlaqa to 101.
Thank you so much, Fazana. How are you?
I'm really good and after seeing you, I'm really feeling better today, right?
Yes.
And I'm just imagining myself as the most fittest person as compared to Maya, all right?
Inshallah, why not? Both of you.
So Mahlaqa, can you start with your personal journey today?
Yeah, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. So, I think जब अब मुझसे लोग पूछते हैं, tell us a little bit about yourself. The first identity that comes out is that I'm a mother. So I'm a mother of two young, beautiful kids. My son is 3, my daughter is almost 1 year old. So they're still quite young. And my background, actually, by profession, I was an engineer. I had my schooling all done in Lahore. Then I pursued a degree in actually engineering with economics and management at Oxford University in the UK. So that's where my university years, 4 years I was there. Uske baad 2 years I was working in London with a consulting company. And I wanted to then just come back to Pakistan and, really I had a vision to work in education because I wanted my career to be impact driven, just like Zishan, has also had that journey. So I was very sure कि मुझे तो education में ही काम करना है क्योंकि education में बहुत ज़्यादा impact होता है. And I did. I moved back to Pakistan and I started to work with an education non-profit organization by the name of Teach for Pakistan. और जब वो मेरी जर्नी शुरू हुई, एक्चुअली जब मैं लंदन में थी, फिटनेस का मुझे वहाँ से शौक डेवलप हुआ. I was really into just going to the gym and trying fitness classes actually because you would do that together.
Well, Mahlaqa, as you said that you have done your degree in engineering and then economics and then you were consultant and you did a lot and you always was passionate about to work with some educational sector, but now you are into the fitness world. Okay, so how did you what motivated you, Mahlaqa, to join AimFit or fitness something? So can we hear about your journey?
Yeah, very good question. I think when I was working in education, I realized that actually, because fitness was a passion of my own, I wanted to stay fit myself. I just realized that women in Pakistan don't have many options. And if you go to gyms, you would have, timings for women would be like the most inconvenient timings for working women. In the middle of the day, like after hours, it would be mixed. And I just thought that everywhere in the world, people are progressing so much when it comes to wellness and fitness. Why not in Pakistan? So I wanted to start with my sister. My sister is one of my co-founder at AimFit. We wanted to start a fitness revolution. And we wanted to begin something in fitness that would, make every woman in Pakistan realize that actually fitness can be for me and it can be fun and it doesn't have to be something that takes away my life and I think, main se dur bhag. So I think that in a nutshell is what really encouraged me to start AimFit and begin that journey.
Mahlaqa, यहाँ पे मैं ये जानना चाहती हूँ, how would you differentiate between weight loss and fitness? Because usually what happens, as it seems like to reduce the weight is really a difficult job to do.
Yeah, I think that the question that we need to ask ourselves is that why weight loss, right? Why does one need to lose weight? And I think that initially everybody starts because they want to look good in their clothes or they want to just be happy with the way their body appears, right? But अगर थोड़ा सा हम इसको तराशें इस reason को, we'll find out that actually at the end of the day it's fitness that we are looking for, right? And when people start a weight loss journey, if they're doing it right, if they're not following fad diets or trying to get shortcuts, they will realize that the best thing that they get out of the weight loss journey is actually fitness. So वो सिर्फ weight कम तो हो ही जाता है. Like this is what I always say कि weight तो कम हो ही जाएगा. But you've got to realize that if you can get so much more out of being fit and feel strong every day, and when you're 90 years old, 90 years old, you can still feel like you're 40, right? Imagine the benefit of that. Like what we always say at AimFit is that fitness is your pension fund, right? So if you don't put anything in it right now, you are not going to get anything out when you're older. So, when you put it like that, people start to think long term. And when you think long term in terms of fitness, you don't go towards fad diets or any of that. So especially for women, because women go through such ups and downs in their physiological makeup of women is such that, if she's going to become a mother, she's going to go through hormonal changes in her life. And she really needs to be aware of her health and know how to look after herself if she really wants to stay fit.
Mahlaqa, here I would like to appreciate your team. When I met to them, they were really active and energetic. So what motivates them to be that active that I've seen?
I think the transformations that they see. I think the power of impacting somebody's life. Right? We've had people at AimFit who have come and said that, I've had sciatica pain for 12 years and I have spent lakhs and lakhs on treatment. And then I came to AimFit and within a month, my sciatica is gone. We've had people share, incredible stories to the extent that somebody is feeling depressed and tried to commit suicide, and then they found AimFit and they found a home and a community, and they thought that, okay, their life just didn't have any hope. And that kind of a turn and that kind of a influence on making people happy is, I think they see it every day, and that's what keeps them going. I also think that because they are fit women and they are, they invest in their own fitness, it's a very positive environment that all AimFit team operate in, and that has its own energy.
As a CEO of AimFit or as a fitness professional, what frustrates you the most?
Very good question. I think, what frustrates me is that how a lot of people want a lot of shortcuts, right? I think that what frustrates me is how women especially don't give themselves enough credit to, invest in themselves and really make sure that they're prioritizing their health, right? They think कि मुझे घर के लिए कुछ करना है, बच्चों के लिए कुछ करना है. But actually, if you think about the person who's at the center, if you look after yourself, actually you are still doing something for your home and for your kids. If you invest in your good health and if you invest in your long-term fitness, you're still doing everyone a favor. And I think what frustrates me also is how our sometimes our society is still very judgmental when it comes to things like movement and fitness, and it just, we can't make things harder for ourselves. We need to encourage people when they're doing something positive rather than put question marks around it and say, why this, why that, like 10 questions कि क्या पहनोगी, फिर fitness class पे जाओगी, क्यों जाओगी, घर से बाहर क्यों निकलोगी. I think we've got to move beyond that, and we've got to start having a very progressive mindset.
Mahlaqa, अब इतनी खूबसूरत conversation करेंगे that I really don't want to end this session today. But as you know, the next guest is waiting for us, and definitely we have to close up this conversation. Mahlaqa, as you are the, I would say, the source of inspiration for a number of women across Pakistan now, and the people who are becoming fit through AimFit, who is mentor of Mahlaqa in the world of fitness?
I think it's a very good question, and we all need mentors. I feel like they set the benchmarks for us, and I would say that any woman who has progressed a career and has managed her kids and her home, because I'm in that situation right now where I have very young kids, and actually I don't want to neglect any of my responsibilities towards my kids and my family. And at the same time, I want to make sure that because I have this, I really do feel that all the team at AimFit have this in themselves कि हम मिलके हम कहते हैं कि हमारा mission है that we want to make 110 million women of Pakistan the fittest on the planet. And we really do think that as a team of 60 women right now, we really have that in us. So I think any person who is pursuing a crazy mission, especially women, alongside looking after their family and their kids and really just trying to break that glass ceiling is my mentor and is somebody who inspires me and I want to learn from. And I think it would be right to say that it is the entire 101 platform, right? The reason why I'm so excited actually and so grateful that you guys are putting this effort is because this is it. This is where, like you think that it's easy, but all these women have gone through a struggle and they've created something beautiful and they're, inspiring the next generation.
Well, thank you very much for such a beautiful compliment. And it made me more energized today, I would say. So, Mahlaqa, any challenging moment of your life where you felt yourself that, yes, it was something which was just pulling you back?
I will say this. There is a really good book. Just का title है Hard Things About Hard Things. And in that book, there's a lot of people who were interviewed who are super successful in life. And one thing that they all consistently say that was their reason for success is that they did not give up. Like every time somebody asked them, "Ki recipe kya hai?" they just said that, we did not give up. And I feel that it's exactly that. Like challenges for somebody who consistently wants to continue something will always change. Last year, the biggest challenge has been COVID, right? Before that also, there's like, I got married. My husband's job and his profession took him to Dubai. I also moved. So I've been between Dubai and Pakistan, and then I had kids. So at every stage, your challenges change. And I feel like the only real thing is to just say that, okay, whatever the challenge is, I'm sure I can find a way around it. So I think the list goes on. It's a long list. But I think it's important to say what is it that helps you get through that,
Message for the women.
I think for women, it's just important that they don't underestimate themselves. I think women have an insane power to be super productive. When you get into this mode where you also have kids and home and family and work and, this hyper productivity mode, women have the power to do this non-stop. There are no weekends when you're a mother, right? There are no public holidays, so there's no time off. And I feel like this kind of energy only women are gifted with, because women naturally have a job. As soon as you become pregnant, you're expecting, then you have kids. Uske baad to aapki job non-stop hai. So there is some supernatural energy that is within women, and I feel like they should channel it and not underestimate themselves, and do more with what they've been given.
Thank you very much, Mahlaqa. It was a beautiful conversation. I'm really touched and privileged to have you with us.
Thank you so much, Fazana.